When was the last time you had a legitimate opportunity to change the world? Believe it or not, that time has finally arrived. We introduce Marinea, a concept, a community and a revolutionary idea, designed to change lives and create opportunities for all those who have the vision to embrace it. Marinea is a research project that will mature into long-term ocean colonization. We will serve as a test bed to identify and validate technologies that will help humanity break out of its short-sighted thinking. Our slogan, "See the Future," highlights our belief that expanding into the sea is the future. With all of the advantages of colonizing the ocean, we have a unique opportunity to join together to enhance life on Earth. We will demonstrate how viable and critically important Marinea will be, and demonstrate how you can take an active, life-changing step in improving your world. You may be asking why we seek to colonize the oceans. The answer is because seasteading offers life-changing technological advances. It provides real solutions to existing problems that currently plague our world. Our main reason to seastead is overcrowding and the unavailability of resources, and the inability of current governmental structures to support the people who depend on them. Recent situations in Syria and elsewhere have shown us how desperately our world needs a safe refuge for self-determination. Seasteading offers reliable, realistic and renewable alternatives to traditional, land-based, living. Unavailability of resources creates shortages of necessities like food, water, and shelter. Hunger and thirst is a reality for many. As populations grow, the problem continues to increase exponentially. Traditional agriculture and water purification is in great need of modernization. Primitive solutions can be replaced through sea-based hydroponics and aquaculture. Using these techniques, we have the ability to feed 3 times the population that we now fall short in feeding. Moving into the oceans and farming those waters will provide us with all of the fish and seafood we can consume. Combined with hydroponics, we will have the means to feed all those who need to be fed. And all of this will be done with enterprising and profitable private development. Loss of freedom is an ongoing and oppressive struggle. Whether we find our basic rights in jeopardy or our businesses are harmed through pointless regulation, future floating cities offer sustainable and viable solutions. We understand that regulation is sometimes important, but there are alternatives that work with the businesses to find ways of mitigating the effects without stifling innovation. Beyond resources and oppression, seasteading can be used to combat climate change. What is more adaptable to sea rises and changing climate than a mobile platform, floating on the surface of the ocean? And not only is seasteading adaptable, but it can also directly impact the causes of climate change. Plentiful renewable resources and even the ability to create carbon sinks can be part of the solution. Finally, similar to Silicon Valley incubators, seasteads will thrive on innovation. Medical research and management can progress with reduced interference. High-tech programs can grow freely through our private data center and server farm. And political theories can be tested without external interference. Life in Marinea will be free of artificial, non-productive restrictions, enabling new and powerful solutions to be identified and proliferated. The justification for Marinea and all of the sea cities to follow is endless and compelling. With over 7 billion people, the world is becoming extremely crowded and unsustainable. We have few land-based options other than passive acceptance of civil unrest, but we do have an alternative at sea. Human beings currently use 12% of the Earth's surface, with 70% remaining as uninhabited oceans. The technology is available to change that proportion to a safe, economical and advanced society. Villages at sea are practical, realistic solutions to a large number of the world's problems, and they can be developed within our lifetimes. To finance the operation, April 2016 marks the beginning of the availability of sea notes. the foundation of Marinea's core businesses. The private sector and general public will have access to C notes for $100 each, for which owners of C notes become recipients of Marinea's profits. Additionally, through the purchase of C notes, you become a member of the Marinea Association. Our initial offering consists of 1 million C notes. A longer-term goal is to leverage the community to become a recognized country, and citizenship would be granted to the owners of C notes. The success of our pilot project is contingent upon 3 milestones. One is that the project is self-sufficient and sustainable. It must produce as much as it consumes from the rest of the world. Secondly, this project must be expandable. Once the seastead is established, it must have the ability to grow according to the needs of its community and citizens. Finally, our business model must be capable of replication, financially, practically, and reliably. We plan to develop the Marinea project in 3 phases: immediate, short-term and long-term. Phase 1 consists of initial research with regard to feasibility, location, design and development of a float that will be the base of operation. This phase will also include funding parameters that will allow launch within several months. Next, we will establish a presence on the site with minimal risk. This will consist of purchasing or building a structure that will be most suitable for a self-sustaining and expandable seastead. Phase 2 will consist of the development of the community, through creation of a town center and marina, housing, governance, and business development. At this point, new like-minded mariners will be able to join us. Both phases 1 and 2 will be in shallows, close to unoccupied and uninhabitable islands that will function as wave inhibitors, thus minimizing weather-related threats. Phase 3 is deep ocean habitation. After what we have learned from phases 1 and 2, we will have the proven technology to construct a deep-sea float. This platform will be built for long-term success, and will be the culmination of our research and implementation. Join us in leading the way to a more stable, fertile and promising tomorrow. This is an invitation with a magnitude unlike any other that you will ever experience. Seize the moment. And see the future.